What's up, guys?
Man, we have lots of catching up to do.
We got like catch up. So we've been ghosted, but 2K came out last month, so I've been busy. I've been grinding. You feel me? I ain't been on it in a minute, so
And he started a new job.
what?
And he started a new job.
Did we say that in one of the last videos? Though
It's been like over a month, 2 months since we made a video. I feel like, I don't know.
yeah, it's been a little minute for
We've had so much going on
a lot.
in the Matthews household. So, an update on the IVF thing. So, after countless tests and procedures or whatever, it's been about a 3-month process. We finally have the go-ahead to order the IVF medication. And so, I was thinking, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I've had so many doctor's appointments, I can't remember exactly, but I remember talking to the IVF coordinator, and because I'm doing like a newer version of IVF, it's called effortless IVF or InviCell, it's supposed to be way cheaper. And I could have remembered her saying that my medication was only going to cost between $500 and $1,000 because how young I am and I have a healthy egg supply, like I don't really need a lot of the stimulant medication. So I got a call from the pharmacy last week, and there's 2 pharmacies. So the first one was like, so your medication's only gonna cost like $370 something, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, it's cheaper than I thought. Next day, I get a call from the other pharmacy, and they said, yeah, your total is gonna be $3,700 and something. I was like, what? So, more money, more problems, but hey, it'll all be worth it one of these days. And then on top of all of that, the craziest thing that could have ever happened to us and involved our dogs. So, last week, they were Major, my 7-year-old pit bull,
The
and
retarded
Kyra,
one, the slow one.
and Kyra, the Cane Corso.
My baby.
She's almost a year old.
The loyal
They were
one.
playing in the living room.
Which they weren't supposed to be playing because I always tell her don't let the animals play in the living room.
He thinks that just because if I would have made him go outside and play, that they still couldn't have happened.
It wouldn't happen because they got a big old yard. They got something to entertain both of them.
Anyways, so
Nothing. Tell the truth.
like Major is the only male, so he's like the dominant dog. So like if they're playing and she starts getting too rough, if he growls at her, she'll usually stop or she'll cower down to him. Like that's just natural things. So he started growling and like,
And you hear him right now. He's in the background crying as he do because she babies him all of the time. So he hears her talking about
he
him.
started growling, and so it like didn't stop. So I jumped up because like I thought they were about to start fighting for real. Well, when we get down closer to them, we realized that Kyra had got her foot like stuck in his chain collar and
how
wrapped
she did
it
that,
around.
I don't know.
She wrapped it around like twice,
Bro, her paw like the size of my hand, like no lie.
and it was like in between her.
And she was crying.
Yeah, in between the pads of her feet, and she
Major!
was crying. Well, in the meantime of everything that's going on, the more she's pulling and trying to get her foot out, it's choking him, like choking him to death. And Major,
Bro, come on, you messing the video, Major. Stop, bro.
Turn the camera on so you can see what he looks like. He's like sitting over here just whining.
He's
like,
whining because she hear him talking about
him.
him. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
Major, where's your bone?
man, go take him outside or something, bro. Like, he's ridiculous. He got a bone right there. He's sitting there crying.
Here.
Bro, did he do this all the time, bro? Like, when you try to get it in, he be right there at the door. I'm like, come on, Matthew, bro. You kind of messing up the groove right now, bro. Like, stop the foolishness. But back to the story.
So he's literally getting choked to death. Her foot is literally like it's hurting her. She's crying. So she starts biting him like in the face. She kept biting him like bad. So he's gushing blood all over his face. She wouldn't let go. We're trying to get them separated, but they're stuck together because of that chain. So they're like this far apart. Like their faces, they're growling at each other, they're biting each other. So he starts like trying to hold Kyra back, and so I'm trying to hold Major.
Did.
And in the meantime, like she's trying to bite anything she can. She would have bit her
Tell
own. She would have bit her own foot off if she could. It was hurting her that bad.
So at that time, bro, I was like, bro, I gotta find something to break this chain, but I ain't had no bolt cutters.
But at the same time, she's big and like trying to hold her down to stop biting him because he couldn't even defend himself at that point. Like it was choking him to death.
It's a little payback.
So I jumped up like I had blood all
First of all,
over
you lying.
No, this is
jump
before I
up.
even got bit.
I say, Lauren, run across the street and go get the neighbor and say he got bolt cutters because I know he's always in his garage working on stuff.
Yeah.
So she finally went over there and got bolt cutters.
I ran next door. So I literally had blood all over me because Major had blood. His face was gushing. So I had blood all over my shirt, all over my legs. And so I'm knocking on the neighbor's door who they just moved in like less than a month ago. I mean, we've only talked to them like maybe once, maybe twice.
More than once or twice.
Before that happened, not that much.
Yeah, we talked to them.
So I'm banging on the door. It's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I need help, like bolt cutters, and he didn't even know. Huh? I was freaking out. My dog was dying.
Tell a story. You had to get out.
No, I'm just telling him how I was.
Skills.
Anyways, so he couldn't even understand what I was saying. So he grabs the bolt cutters, it runs over. Well, he thought that I meant he was hurt. So he comes over, and like you come into our house, there's blood all over the floor. There's blood all over the carpet. Like I start trying to hold Kyra down.
She's cold. She's cold.
I start trying to hold Kyra down, and she bites me. So she bit me in my arm. You can't even
That's
see
not how it went.
That is how it went.
Cause I was holding Kyra down. I think she carried it, but she gonna tell me to put my hand by that dog mouth.
I said hold her down. She's like, why? So I can get bit. Like after I already got bit. Like she bit me pretty good.
I know better than that. Like that dog, when the dog's hurt, they don't know nobody. All that lovey-dovey lawyer shit, that shit out the window because they hurt. They're trying to get out the way.
I would have done anything to save my dog's life because he was real life dying. Like he even knows he was like his eyes are getting cloudy. I my hand by no dog mouth, but yeah, his eyes was getting clouded out. This dog, bro, he was choking for at least 25 minutes. I don't know how he stayed that long, bro. Yeah.
Like that dog got some like cat lies, bro, because he done bust blood vessels 2 times in his meat. Out here trying to get it in, he done bust blood vessels. Like he be trying to get it in.
Almost bled out.
And he still keep like he got a lot of lines, bro, and it's crazy.
So then the neighbor comes, and then he's got these bolt cutters, and he's trying to cut the collar off, and he can't. And so he's like, he's about to die, Lauren. Like, I said, let me do this. So
Mr. Strong Arm, let me do this. Ain't no somehow. I'm a freaking beast.
But in the midst of everything, the neighbors had called the police to see if they had...
You told them to call the police.
I did, because I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they had something to cut the collar off with. Like, so by the time they show up, we had just got the leash off, or the collar off. So they were both alive. Major was bleeding pretty bad. I was bleeding pretty bad. And then the cops pull up.
Bro, my hands hurt. I lost my stand, my tripod stand, bro. Tell me why this girl finna get in the ambulance. She hopped straight out the ambulance when the vet lady came talking about that she was gonna have to get quarantined by both of the dogs had to get quarantined. Bro, she hopped out that van so fast, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I thought she was gone.
No,
she came in the house crying.
Because it was such an accident. Like, it wasn't even like they were fighting. It wasn't like I got in the middle of them fighting or whatever. Like, it was literally like a freak accident. But because she bit me and the police reported it to animal control, they came to our house and they were like, she was like, we're gonna have to quarantine her for 10 days. And I was like, I thought they were gonna take my dog. I was like, no. I jumped out that ambulance. I was like, I'm not going anywhere with any of y'all. I was like, y'all aren't taking my dog. Like, I don't care. Like,
but they said if they had all the up-to-date shot records, they could stay. But Kyra, she's not even 1 year old yet, so she didn't have
she didn't even have her second rabies shot yet. So she got took to the vet the next day
on Friday after work.
So that was Thursday night.
Yeah,
I went to the ER that night, got my arm cleaned up or whatever, and came back. And then the lady, like, they were basically like, we're not gonna stitch it up, even though it was pretty deep. They were like, we're not gonna stitch it up because dog bites have like a really high infection rate. So they were like, we're not gonna stitch it up, but they put like the liquid stitches basically to hold it together, just get my skin to grow back together. And then the next day the lady called and she was like, you're gonna have to quarantine her. She's like, we don't have any room at the local vet or the local pound or whatever.
But they was so quick to send the dog to the vet, but y'all ain't got no room in the vet. Y'all trying to send the dog to the vet.
No,
Yeah,
they said I
14.
would have had to. Basically, my options were to find a vet to take her to. And first of all, she weighs 100 and something pounds. Like, not all vets are equipped to handle a dog like that for 10 days.
That's a baby horse.
She's a big dog. And
Baby
so
horse.
I was able to get a hold of a vet that's like 30 minutes away from here, basically. But we've been there before. That's the ones who treated them for parvo and whenever they were both sick.
Mm-hmm.
So it cost us $300 and something. We had to take her to the vet, and she has been
All for
quarantined.
something she did.
Okay.
Because I told her not to stick her hand down there.
I would have done anything to save my dog's life.
Like I told her, that dog can't do nothing for you when it's time for you to go.
I don't care.
But
I love my
care. Okay, but
if that would have been Kyra about to die, you would have done anything for her. I promise you.
No, I wouldn't have my fist stick my hand by no dog mouth. Bro, and she called me the next day, so yeah, I just took Kyra to the vet. I said, man, at that point, I was pissed off, bro. Because I knew what was going to happen, bro. I said, Lauren, this is your fault. Because you stuck your hand.
He was being such an asshole.
I wasn't being an asshole.
I'm the one who was doing
my
that
dog, bro,
everything.
if we didn't have no money, Kyra couldn't got put to sleep. Off the simple fact that she put her hand down there by the dog's mouth.
I was doing whatever I could do to separate
but
them.
But still, if we didn't have no money,
okay,
what would have been the outcome?
But guess what? We did have money, and
but
we were
still,
able to pay for it.
What would have been the outcome? My dog wouldn't have to get put to sleep. Then you gonna have to get put to sleep forcefully.
I wouldn't have let her. I would have been on the run with the dog. I promise you, I would have. I would have taken the dog to my parents' house. How you gonna go from? How you gonna find the dog now? I promise you.
I was gonna report your ass in. That's how I go find the dog.
Why would they find the dog? You don't want them to find the dog. Stupid.
I'm talking
That's
about
what
you find your ass.
Anyways, so she has been at the vet for 10 days. Tomorrow she has to come home, and it has been the longest 10 days.
But it's like super quiet in the house. Like
she's always getting into stuff. She's bad. So like we haven't been having to yell at her or nothing. Like it's been quiet.
It's quiet in here. Like it's boring.
Even the other dogs, like Major, you can tell he misses her.
Like he's bored.
Molly won't play with him, so he like gets toys and he's throwing them up in the air to himself. Like he misses her.
But tomorrow's back to the foolery.
So tomorrow he's gonna go pick her up. We've been able to visit her. He's been able to go. I wasn't able to get off work.
Every other day after work.
It's 30 minutes from our house, which he works almost an hour from here. So it takes like an hour and a half for him to leave work and get all the way out there to visit her. And he can only see her for 15 minutes. And he can't touch her or anything. You can't touch her or anything.
But bro, I know for a fact my dog doesn't have rabies.
Yeah.
She bees in the house.
Even the vet was like, this is stupid. Like, obviously this dog doesn't have rabies. Like, the fact that we had to pay for them to keep her that long. Oh, it's just stupid. Like, I get it, it's the law, but they need to like come up with a better scenario, especially because I'm the one that got bit and I didn't complain. I didn't press charges. Like, it's not like she bit a stranger or something. Like, I'm the one that got bit.
Like, I was kind of depressed, bro.
He was really upset.
That's like, I'm not a dog person, but now I am. Like,
he's
I used to
have
have dogs when I stayed in Louisiana, but now I moved out here to Texas. I just like went away from them because we couldn't have them. But I got Kyra, and like my whole like demeanor changed towards dogs, bro. Like that's my dog. She can't do no wrong in my eyes.
And she's bad. Oh my god,
bad as hell,
she's
bro.
So bad. But that's his baby.
Bro,
like,
she was like she thinks she's a lap dog, bro. She's like 100+ pounds, bro. She could lay in my lap.
And she like
what are you doing?
She doesn't really like other people. Yeah. She's not around other people a lot, just us, and she doesn't like other dogs either.
No.
So that was like a rude awakening for her. And that first day we went, I took her Thursday, I took her Friday, and we went Saturday morning to visit her, and she looked so sad and so depressed. Like, oh my god, it hurt my heart to see her like that. Like, she didn't even want to until she heard our voice, then she got excited and she came to our voice. She came to like the edge of the cage, but she can't get out. Like, she's just stuck there. Like, it's so sad.
The last time I've been going to see her, she was like, her spirits have been up. She was happy.
She gets sad when we leave though.
You can tell she got this dumb like, where y'all go? Y'all leave me here again?
Yeah. So.
But tomorrow I already know it's gonna be the foolery's back.
So glad to have her home.
Like Lauren's gonna have to sleep in the other room because she.
He'll probably have her in the bed with him. Like.
No, she's not gonna let. She's too big.
She just can't be trusted. Like, if she could just lay down, then she would be fine. But she don't know how to just lay down.
She don't, bro. She's ridiculous.
And she's gonna be so ready to be home. Oh my god, I'm gonna need him to video the car ride home because she's gonna be like, I can't
video and drive. That's very dangerous. The way people drive around in Texas. But let's get on a different subject because my baby's gonna be home tomorrow, so I'm not sad anymore. The family's gonna be back together.
Yeah.
The Trace dummies, Lauren, Major, Molly, Kyra. I'm the only smart one in the family, so the Trace dummies.
You don't even believe that.
Yes, I was saying, but I've been feeling real bad about the Cowboys because they talked all that noise. The fans, rather, they talked all that noise. Now they out here losing. The first 3 weeks y'all played trash teams. Now y'all out here losing. Oh yeah, I'm talking my stuff now. Y'all out here losing. And we got a backup quarterback and we beating people. Teddy Bridgewater, sorry ass.
He played decent today.
Yeah, he played decent. Something we didn't get to watch.
But I saw that rehab video of Drew throwing them aces, so I'm ready for him to come back because
Everybody ready for you to come
I
back.
can't.
Because Teddy Bridgewater, he's not really reliable in my eyes.
No, it's definitely been like a defensive game. I just washed my hair, so.
That's why she looks rough.
Cause he's like, let's make a video at 8 o'clock
Bro,
at night.
I said, bro, I've been saying let's make a video for 3 or 4 days now.
Never do anything about
But-
it. Like he makes sure that I have to.
I didn't make sure anything. I've been saying this for 3 or 4 days now. Let's make a video because we haven't made a video in a while, and that's part.
Shit, we've had a lot going on.
I know, but before that, 2K
He wanted to
came
make
out.
a video last week. I was like, if I make a video and start talking about Kyra, I'm gonna cry because that was like the day after we took her, and I was like upset about
No,
it.
one of the days we supposed to get her on Saturday.
Last Saturday, I took her Friday, so it was the
But
day
I
after.
didn't-
You were like, let's make a video. I was like, I'm sad. Like I don't want to make a video.
You heard something that's right now. I can't believe you just sit there and lie like that. But
Whatever.
what?
Whatever. So, anyways, about the IVF stuff though, as soon as I start my next cycle, which could be in a week, 2
They don't want
weeks,
to know what your cycle is, bro.
we are able to start our medication. So
Which
from the
is
day
good.
we start the medication, it'll probably be 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll know if it worked or not.
Hopefully
God
it will
help
work.
us it works, because that shit is expensive.
Bro, all you can do what that lady told you to work.
I did that.
You did that, bro. That was an awkward story. I'm not gonna tell you that story. That was a pretty a weird story that this lady just walked up here and worked, and she said, "You said you never talked to the lady."
Yeah, I mean, I know her, but I never like talk to her, have a conversation.
Like,
She doesn't know like
about the
what
situation or anything.
goes on in my life, and it was like right after I had got the phone call from the pharmacist, and I was like kind of upset about how much money that we were gonna have to spend because
That's a lot of money,
like
bro.
we have the money, but I wanted to have extra money in case it doesn't work the first time. Like I already have money to pay for the next round. Like I just wanted to be like good, and I was like upset because I wasn't expecting that. That was the last thing, almost four more grand. So I was upset, and so I get back to my desk. And I have an email from this lady, and she's like an older lady, and I don't really, like I said, don't really talk to her. And she was like, hey, before you leave, come to my desk. I'm going to give you something. And I was like, I messaged her back. I was like, are you sure you have the right Lauren? Because there's another Lauren that works there, and I always get her emails. We just have different last names. And she was like, yes. And so I was like, okay. So I walked over there to her, and she handed me this oil, and she was like, this is anointment oil, and she's like, God is telling me to tell you that just be patient and your time is coming. Like, just don't lose faith in him and all this stuff. Like, it was just crazy because there's no way that she could have known what was going on in our lives. Like, especially at that time, like where I had just got that phone call.
It was very awkward, but I would tell Lauren this all the time, like, keep praying, like, bro, you gotta have a relationship with God. You just can't talk to him when you need something. You gotta have a relationship with him on a daily basis, which I do. And I've been telling her that I pray every day, every night, every day I wake up, in between the days, it doesn't matter, I'm praying. Like, I be telling her that, but now she believed me because that was an awkward, it wasn't awkward, that was like,
she told me to put the oil on my stomach, rub it on my stomach. She told me to put it on the bottoms of my feet. She told me to
rough ass feet you look at.
She told me to clean the house and rub it on all the doorknobs. She said that there's an evil spirit in our house that we need to get out. We need to cleanse our house, was what she was saying. So it's a little creepy, but
That shit creepy, bro. And I was home by myself, bro. I said, bro, what the fuck? I said, bro, that don't sound right. I was finna leave out the house at that moment when she told me that. Cause who said something like that out of the blue?
it was definitely random because, like I said, I never have had a conversation with this woman ever. So, but we shall see. Hopefully, everything works out because Lord knows we need it for sure.
Big facts. But we was just making a video because we haven't made one in a while. But we're gonna continue making them because I'm not playing the game as much anymore because it's trash.
Oh my god.
A little bit trash.
He does that every year. He buys the game and he plays it for like a month straight, like
Bro.
over like every second he has, and then he wears himself out and he doesn't want to play.
I didn't wear
it.
myself out. Like 2K is really trash. You can't even shoot.
You were telling me when
It
we
was
first
good.
got it. Oh, it's better than
they
last
make
year.
they pulling all these fucking patches on there. Man, I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that bullcrap. So now I'm back with the stuff. Back in my videos. Been getting in the gym every day.
He said he felt like he was getting a dad bod.
I'm getting a dad bod. I'm looking like my daddy built. I said, nah, I'm about to change this. All I got to do is lose a little bit more stomach and I'll be good. And a little bit more weight, I'll be good. 215, I'll be good.
Where are you at now?
Like 220 something. I'll be alright. Looking like a full snack out here. Wouldn't you say so? Huh?
I'm not about to play with you.
Huh?
I'm not about to play with
Alright,
you.
I remember that.
He doesn't need any more boosting in his ego because I promise you, it's already
My ego's not boosted. I have a Norman Bates ego.
okay.
Whatever.
Anybody who knows you would lie about that, would contradict what you just said. Your mother, your sister, they would both agree with me. Skylar, help a sister out.
You're not a sister. You're a white
I am
woman.
her sister, actually.
My sister don't even like you.
Okay, whatever.
I could text her right now and ask her if she doesn't even like you.
Whatever.
But all right, y'all. We just saying, hey,
All right.
man.